one concept will reward you for the rest of your living days as a trader. Think about that. One thing can pay dividends forever. That's the beauty of this. Also, it's the beauty of these study sessions. All it takes is one thing that pays out forever, like the investment that never stops giving. If I were to take the same apple and show you a 15-minute chart, you have one solid bar that went up here. Take a look. That's where it was at the high. Okay? Now, let's do it. So think about it. You dropped, you get 2 levels up. That's it. You see it? Just if you could let me know, do you see it? Miraculous, right? They got in early. Good. Maybe they even added on the first RBI. Beautiful. They're here, right? They took some profits. Let's say they did 2 and they did 1 and they took 1 and 1. Now they got 1 left. The stock drops like this. They moved their stop to break even. So here's the break even stop. Stock crashes back like this, but doesn't stop them out. Now they get the bounce and they're still waiting up here for the whale complete. That's not happening. Now you understand the concept, right? It broke the halfway. You're getting 2 levels up at best, but they're still asking the stock to go up there. Does this make sense? Are you picking up what I'm laying down? It's powerful, right? Now think about this. Think about this. How many people in the world sloshing around in the market, participating in Facebook stock trading chats with a whole bunch of other blind people? How many people understand this? Risking their family's money. I am telling you, very few in the entire world. Very few people know how to assess the probability of the next move. And so now with this concept, you should be able to. You should also be able to know when you should be coming out of a play before you're in the play. You were looking for a whale complete, but because it got there, now the whale complete is objective is over. You know this is your objective now. 2 levels up, out, done, move on, next trade. Especially in bear markets, I play what's called the gap, snap, and crap. The stock, the gap's down here. This whole area is the resistance, right? We can take my concept. If this is resistance, let's do it. Let's cut it in half. Let's take the third, the bottom third of it. And this would be the top third of it, right? Now this area is the strongest. Yes? So this snaps up. I've got orders waiting just a little under the 200 all the way through like that. I always bridge the item a little under all the way through it, a little above it, just like that, because it's never a skinny line, right? So we snap back, snap back, snap back. We come into the orders and boom, that's my game, right? And here it is right here, $4,800 on that play. But just grabbing the area. Now, the last thing I want to do is get stopped out here, like in the bottom third of your zone. You got to always think that your support and resistance is not a line. It's not a point. It's an area. It's a zone. It's a trampoline that when you bounce on it, or it's boxing ropes that have leeway, you're really leaning on the boxing ropes here. You're leaning against the ropes there. Does this make sense? Are you guys following me? I've taught you how to position your trades based on the Fat Four. So you got this zone here, you got that zone there. Those are the really great positions under and right above. Coming out of this zone, you have good odds of getting a whale. But you see how this kind of gaps, right? If you move this gap to here, if you move that bar to there, now you have to assume that any downward move is leg 2 because the gap was leg 1. When your gap is not so enormous, like so you can still whale out from here. See the bounce into the third? Now go all the way across. And it's pretty much the same. You should never forget that that bottom third, more or less, can never be perfect, guys, is the strongest level of resistance.